Bienvenido a tu espacio.
Transmito desde el lugar de la Matrix, de cuyo nombre no quiero acordarme. El Puente de Constantino fue inaugurado oficialmente el 5 de julio de 328, en presencia del emperador Constantino el Grande, con una longitud total de 2.437 metros, 1.137 metros de los cuales se extendían por el lecho del río Danubio. El puente de Constantino se considera el puente antiguo más largo sobre un río y uno de los de mayor longitud de todos los tiempos.
In the 4th century AD, the Roman Empire was divided into 4 major areas. Each region had its own ruler. But when Constantine's father, who ruled the West, died in York, England in the year 306, his army declared Constantine ruler of the entire Roman Empire. This sparked a bloody struggle to determine who would end up emperor. In the year 312, Constantine was pitted against the general Maxentius, who controlled the central region, including the city of Rome. Their famous struggle for power was depicted 1,200 years later in these frescoes by Renaissance artist Raphael. Based on early Christian sources, Raphael painted these narratives on the Vatican walls. And it's these frescoes that tell us the traditional story of how Constantine converted to Christianity.
Immediately following that battle, there's no trace of Christianity on this monument.
Imperial cult, a pagan religion that worshipped Apollo above all else. Much like the pagan god Mithras, Apollo was the sun god that represented the light of creation. According to the imperial cult, Constantine, as emperor, was a superhuman avatar, the link between Apollo and the rest of humanity. And from the archaeology, it's clear that Constantine bought into this idea completely. He commissioned this 12-meter statue of himself. And not surprisingly, the king believed he was more than a mere representative of Apollo.
There are dowel holes that certainly were for some kind of insert, and it seems likely that it was for a rayed crown.
The image of Constantine with sun rays emanating from his head not only matches the earliest images of Apollo, it also matches the iconography of Mithras. And is it just coincidence that Christian art begins to depict Jesus the same way, with a halo of light around his head? Or was Constantine combining all the gods of light into one? When Constantine claimed to have had a vision of the Milvian Bridge, which religion was Constantine truly embracing? Did Constantine abandon paganism for Christianity? Or did he blend Apollo and Mithras into Jesus Christ, and then refashion all three in his own image? As it turns out, when Constantine had his arch built, he topped it off with a bronze portrait of himself. Destroyed in antiquity, this statue depicted him riding the same kind of chariot as Apollo, seemingly taking off into sunny skies.
What is that? Where's the eagle?
That's a Christian symbol.
I don't know.
Selon la légende, le 27 octobre 312, à la veille de la bataille du pont de Mulvion, Constantin voyait apparaître dans le ciel un monogramme de feu, le monogramme du Christ. Rêve, hallucination ou réalité? Une chose est certaine. Quelques années plus tard, il ferait graver ce monogramme sur les pièces de monnaie frappées à son effigie. Les données chiffrées ont été introduites dans la machine, date de l'événement, latitude et longitude du site d'observation. Le voyage dans le temps pouvait commencer. Les historiens chrétiens nous ont laissé un récit précis des événements. Une voix aurait attiré l'attention de Constantin vers le ciel. « In hoc signo vinces » par ce signe tu vaincras. Mais qu'avait-il vu dans le ciel? Les planètes Mars, Saturne, Jupiter et Vénus formaient ce jour-là une conjonction extrêmement rare. Elles étaient parfaitement alignées. Les constellations du Capricorne et de l'hologramme du Christ. Constantin a-t-il vraiment vu cette apparition céleste? Peu importe la réponse, lui était persuadé d'avoir reçu un message sans équivoque. Il gagnerait avec...
Subscribe, comenta, ¿qué piensas? Hazlo, pero con amor.